Labs America is really not focused on that incremental innovation, but really a more disruptive innovation. So we're looking for factors of 10. We're looking at being able to remove barriers that actually open entirely new markets. So think of it as a sort of internal innovation incubator that allows us to sort of not just evolve a product, which is what typical R&D would do, but actually create a market. A lot of our research, I sort of connect it to being sort of sensing the world, right? Because you need to know who's there, what they're doing, what they want to do, what the intent is. Understanding the world, right? How we can actually then take that information that we've sensed and turn it into some representation that says, I sort of know what's going on. And then making some kind of prediction that then moves back into the real world and allows us to do this automation and actuation. So inside of Labs America, we have the sort of view that the key to automating the world, as we've sort of been talking about, is that you have to be able to do this in an efficient manner. That we have to have an underlying system, as I sort of mentioned earlier, from sensing what a person needs to acting has to happen in near real time. And that means that you have to be cognizant of latency, you have to be cognizant of resource utilization, and you have to understand not only what you're using, but where you want to use it. So building up from the bottom, we're working on optical networking that is, high capacity, low latency, well controlled. That's the baseline, right? You need to have that hardware piece. What sits on top of that is a layer that has to make it so that the application creator, right, the person making these things, doesn't need to know about the complexity of what you've actually built in that network. One of the keys for us is to not just be a technology-driven lab, but to be a problem-driven lab. So as the ICT needs evolve, then we evolve the research program that we have in order to try and remove key barriers and allow us to open things from a new market perspective. My personal view is that we're going to see this automation and optimization covering a wide range of areas. And that's what's going to drive a lot of what we're doing, right? Certainly in the networking and the sort of hardware ICT side of things. So I think that's one. The second one is I see, and we're doing a lot of work around what we call natural language task automation. What's necessary next is to sort of go beyond that simple digitization and find a better representation for that information, right? And that's what the sort of natural language processing does. And that idea of how you do distributed, collaborative, trusted, private work is a key research task right now. What we do inside of NEC is work shoulder to shoulder with our business units, defining a vision for the future. In that conversation with them and their customers, find where the key challenges are, right? So knowing the right problem is half the battle to doing good research. So that's how we're going to know the right problem. But we become the coupling agent between the problems that come from the business unit and the sort of cutting edge of academic research to actually hopefully bring solutions that, again, disrupt, create new markets, and make the world a better place for all of us.